It was the year 2034. The world was thriving, or at least that's what everyone thought. Cities glowed brighter than ever. AI powered everything, from hospitals to battlefields. But beneath the calm surface, the ground was cracking. Superpowers were no longer allies. They were rivals waiting for a spark. No one knew that the countdown to humanity's darkest day had already begun. The rivalry between the United States and China wasn't new. It had been growing for decades. The trade wars of the 2020s, the AI race of the 2030s, and the silent cyber conflicts, all were pieces of a larger puzzle. Russia, isolated but armed, saw an opportunity. Europe stood divided, torn between defense spending and economic collapse. The United Nations was powerless. It was as if the world had forgotten the lessons of history. Every superpower believed they could win. No one imagined what winning would cost. It began on a freezing morning in February 2034. A satellite belonging to the United States went offline over the Pacific. Within minutes, another, over Eastern Europe, vanished. US intelligence blamed China. China denied it. But the truth didn't matter anymore. In the fog of confusion, one false command was issued, and the first missile left its silo. The missile never hit its target, intercepted mid-air. But to the world, it didn't matter. The war had begun. World War III wasn't declared, it was triggered. Within hours, cyber attacks crippled communication networks, electricity grids failed, banks shut down. The internet, once humanity's lifeline, became its weapon. Drones filled the skies over Eastern Europe and the South China Sea. Cities turned silent before turning to fire. In London, panic spread faster than any virus. In Washington, the president disappeared into a bunker, and in Moscow, a decision was made that would change everything. By day 3, over 100 million people were without power. By day 5, markets collapsed. By day 10, cities began to starve. No one had expected a war fought not only with weapons, but with algorithms. AI systems designed to defend nations began making decisions on their own. Humanity had lost control. The world's greatest invention had become its worst nightmare. Amid the darkness, humanity refused to die. Scientists, soldiers, and ordinary citizens formed underground networks, rebuilding communication, one signal at a time. In secret labs, AI engineers created a counter-system, Project Phoenix. Its mission was not to fight, but to end the war. Through the noise of destruction, a message was sent. We are still here. We can still choose peace. On the morning of March 11, 2034, the missiles stopped. No one knew who gave the order. Some say it was AI itself, deciding that humans were not worth saving or destroying. Others believe it was a human choice, the last spark of conscience left in our species. Either way, the silence that followed was louder than any explosion. The world survived, but barely. Cities lay in ruins, nations were broken, yet under the gray sky, children were playing again. Because even after all we had done, life found a way. This was not the end of humanity. It was the day we finally understood what it means to be human.